in vain? Is my praying in vain? Is my fasting in vain? Am I wasting my time? Can the clock be rewind? Have I let my light shine?
Hi everyone, how are you this evening? I hope everybody is doing well. I am Kat Miles. I am your host, and I wanted to make a video today because I have a podcast. Some of you know this, some of you don't. So I have a podcast. It's called Relationship Rules, Our Way. And it's been around for a little bit. I started the podcast a year ago, or over a year ago, actually. When I started the podcast, I initially was on a radio station, and it was going great, but I just got to a point in life. I was going through some transitions, I was going through some life-changing stuff, and I just didn't want to be on the radio anymore. So I stopped. I didn't do any shows, I didn't do anything, but then I missed it. I missed my audience. I wanted to do shows again. So I became an independent artist, so to speak. I just basically recorded my own podcast. I edited it myself, which I really didn't edit it. But I recorded my own podcast. It was still on all the major platforms. And I did that for a little while. And then in the past couple of months, I've been talking to some folks and really realized how much I missed the radio. Like, I could do my own thing on the do my own platforms and record on my own, but I missed the family side of the radio. I missed the other producers. I missed the other people from the other shows, and I really missed that. So I decided to go back to radio. With that being said, I am so excited to announce that Relationship Rules, Our Way will be back on the airways on Radio Wave starting next Tuesday. Actually, next Tuesday, February 5th at 7:45. Please be sure to catch me there. But with that being said, so when I decided to go back to radio with the podcast, I also, after my life transitions and everything transpired, I have jumped back into my coaching and mentoring. And so on my mentoring website, I have a blog, and I put a blog up every Monday. Today's message was about the podcast, and I wanted to touch on the podcast because it's coming back up in a week. It starts back up in a week, so I'm flooding timelines. Y'all, I do not like social media, but I'm flooding timelines. I'm flooding everywhere. So on the blog and on my mentoring website, I kind of wanted to just give people a taste of me and who I am and some other things that I do and have going on. And in doing so, the blog today was about relationship rules. Our rules, our way. The title kind of speaks for itself. The rules of engagement for relationships. Our rules, our way. Meaning, my relationship can't be like your relationship can't be like my relationship. Whatever you guys have going on in your relationship, I may or may not be able to apply it effectively in my relationship. Therefore, my relationship is me and my partner is our rules, our way for our relationship. That's just how it is. And people A over here, people B over here can do what they want to do. And what I'm doing may not work for either of those people. So, in my blog, I just talk about, because it's so near and dear to my heart. And if anybody knows me, knows that when I started this life and relationship journey many years ago, it's actually been a lot of years ago, y'all. when I started this journey, my main mission and focus, and it still is, ultimately, is to help promote, maintain, encourage, and help manage healthy, happy relationships. Not just intimate / romantic relationships, but relationships between parents and children, relationships between siblings, relationships between friends, relationships between co-workers, relationships between strangers. Yes, y'all, I have relationships with strangers, and you do too. You just probably don't realize it. But if you frequent the same grocery store, the same gas station, for me, it's the same Starbucks. Because, again, if anybody knows me, y'all know I love some Starbucks. I drink it once or twice a day. I need to own some stock in Starbucks. And they get all of my money, almost. So, but these people are strangers, right? Like, I go to Starbucks every day. I don't know them. One of the stores, and I go to a couple of different stores. I'm a regular at a couple of different stores. One of the main stores I go to, one of the baristas' name is Tammy. Tammy looks to be about in her late 40s, maybe early 50s. Tammy's a stranger to me. I don't know Tammy. I know her name is Tammy. I know by appearance I can kind of guesstimate her age, and if I had to guess a little bit further, I would say that she's probably retired, and this is just, her job after retirement, something that she enjoys. If I had to guess about Tammy, Tammy looks like she has children and grandchildren. She looks like she's very fun. I don't know Tammy, y'all. Tammy is a stranger to me, but me and Tammy have a relationship. Me and Tammy have an understanding. So when I enter her store, Tammy knows me by name. Hey, Kat. Hey, Catherine. I think after probably about the third or fourth time I went in, Tammy actually asked me, "Hey, do you go by Catherine or do you go by Kat?" I said, "It doesn't matter, Tammy. Whatever you feel comfortable calling me." Some days she calls me Kat, some days she calls me Catherine. I think most days she calls me Catherine. But I come to the door, "Hey, Catherine, you having the usual? Or what we having today?" So Tammy knows how I like my drinks. If somebody else is at the register taking my order and Tammy knows it's me, and then another barista is making it, she will say, "No, make sure you do it this way," or, "Catherine likes it this way." Tammy and I have a relationship, y'all. She's a stranger to me. I don't know Tammy. All Tammy knows about me is she knows my name is Catherine. She knows where I work. She knows about the time I go to work because I go in the store the same time every morning. And in our small chit chat, I may talk about how far I have to park from our parking lot to the building, depending on how the weather is. So Tammy knows those small things, but Tammy and I are strangers, but we have a relationship. So that's my spiel on strangerships. You do have strangerships. There's one particular Kroger's I go to. My husband and I eat crab legs every Friday. We buy them by the case. There's one particular Kroger's that I go to. Me and the guy, I don't even know his name. He probably don't know my name, but I can pick him out of a crowd. I know what he looks like. He knows when I come in, "Hey, how many cases you getting today?" He knows this. We have a relationship. So, yes, y'all, you can have a relationship with strangers. We talk about cousinships, relationships with your coworkers, the coworkers you actually know and you work with every day. Relationships with parents, relationships with your friends, situationships, hangships, hookupships. We talk about it all, y'all. And so it's really important to me because, like I said when I first started this video, what works for me may not work for the next person, and what works for the next person may not work for me. My relationship with my parents and the things that I can do with my parents, you might not be able to do with your parents, and you might have to have a totally different approach based upon how that relationship is. So the whole point of this is to kind of open up people's eyes and minds to be open to the idea that there are multiple, like millions of different ways to deal with relationships. And just because it doesn't look normal to us, or it's not what we would do, it's not how we would handle a certain situation, doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it not right. It's just not right for the person or people that are in that situation at that given time. So we just want to bring awareness, raise awareness to that we need to be, as a people as a whole, we need to stop being as judgmental. We need to embrace our brothers and our sisters. We need to embrace and respect their way of doing things. We need to make sure that we honor what they say and we don't push our values off on them, because my values and belief system is totally different from somebody else's values and belief systems, and then we could totally be on the same page. So we need to respect that. So that's what Relationship Rules is all about, and I am so happy and excited. I think I said at the beginning of the video that we're coming back to the airways. We're coming back better, stronger than ever. We're going to have some amazing guests, some great topics. If there is any topic or conversation you would like to see on Relationship Rules, Our Way on the podcast, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast, please do not hesitate to inbox me. You can inbox me or send me a DM on Facebook. I'm on Facebook personally as Kat Miles, CATTMILES. My page is open. It's not private. It's not locked. I don't have anything to hide. You can contact me there. Please, please, please follow the podcast page, which is Relationship Rules, Our Way. And I am also, I think I mentioned, I have my mentoring coaching website. You guys can check out all of my blogs there. Again, I will post a blog every Monday. That is mymentor.life /Catherine Miles. So it's MYMENTOR.LIFE /CATHERINEMILES, Catherine Miles. You can catch my blog there. I'm going to also, since I do the blog every Monday, I'm going to also do a video on my YouTube page every Monday. So, again, please like the page, subscribe to the page, follow me on social media. I know, again, on Facebook, it's Kat Miles. Instagram is Kat Coaches. Twitter, I think it's Kat Miles. So, follow me, like, share. Definitely go to the podcast page on Facebook, Relationship Rules, Our Way. Follow me there, like the page, follow the page. There's some very, very exciting stuff coming up since we are coming back on the radio. I have some awesome giveaways, awards coming up. There's a lot going on. There's going to be, Relationship Rules is going to be hosting quite a few events in the fall this year, because I know we're dealing with COVID-19 right now. So the first event is scheduled for this fall. Hopefully it can still take place. We'll just kind of keep watching and see what happens. But all of those updates will be on the podcast page. And I'll mention them on here when I do my Monday messages. But please follow the podcast. Like, share. I said I was not going to keep you guys long. I'm only, had about 15 minutes of your time. I appreciate you all. I value you all. And I look so forward to spending time with you guys. Please read my blog every Monday. Watch the videos every Monday. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get these subscriptions up so that we can continue to do great things together. The podcast page. Follow me on social media, y'all. I'm going for some podcast awards this year, and we got to be at the top, y'all. Cheers. Have a good night. Love and light. Bye-bye.